Hello everybody out here on YouTube. It is I here, Real Beautiful Beauty. Welcome to my channel. Not only do we talk about skincare, health and beauty, hair care, makeup, fashion, whatever, shoes, fun stuff, but we also talk about real life issues as well. We talk about slow digestion, we talk about constipation, we talk about butts, we talk about going number 2, all that good fun stuff. Laxatives, yeah, fiber, fiber supplementation, psyllium husk, bran fiber, Miralax, everything out there to milk of magnesia. You know what I mean? But anyhow, what I have discovered now, first off, okay, you're going to say, you've got, yeah, I don't have hemorrhoids, okay? So I can't give like my take on, hey, how does this work for hemorrhoids? Does it help them? Does it shrink them? What does it feel like? I don't know because I don't have hemorrhoids. You know, I've got slow digestion. I have other issues, yes, but and I've got crazy bad sinus problems. So I don't know. I don't know if sinus problems are as painful as hemorrhoids or not. So, but I can't tell you like my take on hemorrhoids, you know what I mean? And also I bought this like as a pack, like it was called like the butt pack or something. It was something so crazy. It was called like the butt pack or something like that. So that's why I ended up buying so many at one time, because typically I would not buy so many tubes of, you know, of anything, I mean, I buy a lot of bulk things, but why would I buy so many of these? But anyhow, it was like the butt pack or something. Bud pack. But it was advertised like the butt pack. But anyhow, what I do use these for is to relieve constipation. I discovered a couple of months ago, I was going to say a few months ago, but really it's been more than a few months ago. Is there a difference between a few months and a couple of months? There's really not, you know, variation or differentiate between the word, but it's been a hot minute ago. I'd say at least 6-7 months ago, probably. So that's more than a couple or a few technically. I discovered to use hemorrhoid cream for the sake of relieving constipation. Let me take a drink, you guys. I have really crazy bad sinuses and I got to drink water, okay? My sinuses always want to start quacking and whacking during these videos for whatever reason. It is what it is. But anyhow, I discovered this as like stumbled upon it as a relief to constipation. It's just something about this being applied to the anal area, rectum area, the whatever area you want to call it. I try to kind of keep my words kind of guarded here because they'll think that this is some type of a sex and fun video, you know what I mean? Whereas everybody else can show every single body part they've ever had plus more, and their videos don't get pulled or demonetized or whatever, you know what I mean? They don't get taken down or removed. So I'm kind of just guarding my words here. There's other things I would like to probably say, so I kind of stopped short of that, but you know what I'm talking about. I have noticed that it's just something about these creams that just stimulate activity to that area of the body, you know, aka anus, rectum. I mean, obviously this is for educational purposes only, and this is an educationally, you know, inclined video rather. And that's what it does. I noticed that, and I love that. I love that effect of it. And it was about 6 or 7 months ago when I first started using these. I started using the name brand, the like Preparation H. I believe I used the cream first, and then I used the ointment, and I felt like both of them, I got the same effect from both of them, but I wasn't expecting to get that effect. I was really trying to find something to keep that area moisturized, you know, because if you use enemas and things like that. Now, I talk about enemas a lot on my channel, but I don't use them that often, you know what I mean? It seems like I do, but I really don't. Maybe twice a month I will do the enemas, which, you know, some people do them every day. I don't recommend doing that. It's just something about your body gets used to a certain routine or a certain product or a certain chemical, or you get used to a certain ingredient and then it just stops working for you. So I don't want to ever overuse something in the event that it does stop working, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why I was doing the Preparation H ointments and the cream, was initially to keep that area lubricated, moisturized, whatever you want to call that. So, enema usage was easier, and it was, you know how that goes, because I had even tried some of those mineral oil enemas, and those were total nightmare disaster. Those were messy. The oil went everywhere. I mean, like, it didn't go in you, but it went everywhere else, and it just kind of like destroyed my bathroom. And I talked to a lot of other people, and they had the same thing happen. So, and I kind of thought, well, maybe it was a moisturized issue or whatever was the reason that happened, but it's not. That's not why the mineral oil enemas absolutely failed and flunked. It had nothing to do with that. But just the same, if you do the suppository enemas, the Fleets enemas, suppositories, the Dulcolax, if you do anything like that, the glycerin suppositories, being moisturized definitely helps, because it helps it reach its destination easier, better. And something about the placement of enemas is it makes it work better. Does that make sense? Like the correlation between the placement of it. Like if you do the glycerin suppositories, if the suppository is not inserted far enough, or if it's just off kilter a little bit. So what I have noticed is the moisturization factor definitely helps. So I like to use this before I do the suppository enemas, and I like to use this also before I do the regular liquid saline Fleet type of Fleet style enemas. Now, I don't put this on and then instantly do an enema. What I do is I put this on a few hours beforehand, just to let it do its work, to help soothe the tissue, calm the tissue, keep that area from not getting, inflamed, irritated, or anything like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, then again, I don't have hemorrhoids. I hear hemorrhoids can be painful and like burn or sting, and I've heard they can even itch. And this is what other people have told me. So, all in all, the hemorrhoids are a whole different issue. But still, even if you don't have hemorrhoids like I don't, you want to keep that area, you want to keep it clean, you want to keep it dry, but yet you want to keep it moisturized with something like this. You know what I mean? And what I have learned is doing this a few hours before doing, enemas and things like that. How many times am I going to say that word? Literally like 1,000. But before I do the enemas and all that, to have this kind of taking care of the skin a few hours before. So like 2 hours before I go ahead and go for the, enemas or whatever. But what I have noticed is a lot of times I will use this, and 15 to 20 minutes later, that will make, just like, I don't know what it is, it just will draw it out of me, so to speak, and it will give me a bowel movement within 15 to 20 minutes of using this. So a lot of times that's what I do that, and then that comes as like a bonus or an added surprise, because I wasn't expecting to get that outcome, if you know what I mean, for that to happen. And 15, 20 minutes later, for this to give me the bowel movement and, relieve the constipation or help me along, go to the bathroom, it's like, wow, it's like a added bonus. So that's what I will do. I will use this, and then 15, 20 minutes later, just that stimulation alone from that area and this cream will make me go to the bathroom. And then after I do that, then I clean myself up and get all nice and clean again. And then I reapply it again. And then I will be able to wait out those 2 to 3 hour window before I go in with, an enema, and then flush out all the other excess gunk. You know what I mean? I mean, things that could be stuck, things, fecal matter that could be dried out, fecal that's, I'm not going to say impacted, because it's not really impacted for me. It's just, it's there, it's stagnant, it's kind of not moving, and push it along. So that's my take on this. That's why I bought this butt pack or buddy pack. I'd rather call it butt pack because it sounds kind of cute, but it's kind of like just an added benefit of it, you know, even though in fact I'm not using this for quote unquote hemorrhoid usage. I use it as stimulation to go to the bathroom, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing, you know, getting the system cleaned out and keeping the colon cleaned out and everything freed up. And it just makes you healthier. And obviously drink water. I drink a ton of water, and I recommend to you to drink a lot of water, especially when you're using things like this. Anything that has to do with constipation relief, going to the bathroom, all that, you want to stay hydrated. Water, because it works hand in hand. They go together like a hand in a glove, you know what I mean? And the water helps stimulate the bowel movements, and it keeps the you know, the plumbing humming and the flowing going and everything coming out. Okay, guys, but before I make these videos like ridiculously super long, let's just look at the back of the box real quick. Like, look at ingredients, information like that. Okay, and also if you do in the event use these to relieve hemorrhoids, let me know, because I hear it's just not fun having that situation going on, you know. I mean, it's like I get, you know, like frequent constipation, but if I had anything else going on, I don't even know if I could deal, you know what I mean? Like, what could I handle, you know? Yeah, because it sucks enough, you know what I mean? I love you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye, beauties and gentlemen.